Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Mack coming to you live with another transmission and download the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. We're glad you're here today. Lots of folks on the call as always, so we're always excited about that. And we appreciate everybody being here. By all means, if you're listening on what my mother used to call the pooter or the computer link, you can also call in 206-806-9965. We always welcome folks calling and ask questions and get healings and readings and all that sort of thing, so we're big on that. So join us here each week, of course, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you want to catch the archives, you can always visit the JimmyMackHealingShow.com. Also, you want to pick up our little weekly newsletter. It comes out every Wednesday. You can go to JimmyMackHealing.com, sign up for that. It's all free. It's all, of course, inspiration and audio and video and things to make you feel better, especially during all these uncertain times of everything that's going on. It's been crazy, as you know. So definitely join us for that. And lots of stuff going on, lots of shows coming up, even over the summer. So it's always good. I like to have somebody to play with every week, I would call it, and to at least give everybody messages and things. And, of course, I do the healings. I do ask folks that call in, if you raise your hand and you're chosen, of course, stick to that one thing. Can be relationships, maybe health, career, work, job, money, maybe your pet, whatever's going on with you, grab that one thing. We like to do that so that other folks have a chance to call in as well and get a reading or a healing, of course. Today's special guest is Ayla Murray. She's a psychic, astrologer, and teacher of the two. She began working with tarot about 8 years ago and has been on an ever-growing and expanding path ever since. Of course, you can look her up through the Magical Orchard. That's the Magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, Orchard, ORCHARD.com. And it's spelled magical, almost like the old-fashioned kind. I love that. And then Facebook.com/The Magic Orchard. How are you today, my dear? Thanks for being here.
Hi, Jimmy. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good. Thrilled for you to be here live. Excited. I know you always bring it, and you're great on readings and making things concise and really delivering it. So we're thrilled that you're here, too. So
thank you.
Thanks for being on. Is that the best way to get a hold of you, honey? I know you've got a email address. You want people calling you on the phone. What works best for you for private readings?
So my information has changed. So the Magic Orchard isn't a way that you can really contact me anymore, but you can still find me on Facebook at Harmonic Perspective. And then my phone number, which is 941-685-1706. Texting me or calling me. And then my email is Ayla, AYLA, .psychic, PSYCHIC, @gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. And remind me again, we'll do that halfway through and at the end too, of course. Okay, and you and I have been corresponding, of course. There's a lot going on, beyond marching in the streets and, of course, causes and whatnot. So, tell folks how to what's the best way. I know you mentioned some sites and things with Sandy and I, and what's the best way people can at least look up things and go there and read about, or at least contribute money, or at least, vote with their keyboard at least?
Yeah, so if you actually go to my Facebook, Harmonic Perspective, I have a link at the top of my page for blacklivesmatter.card, CARRD.co, C-O. And that link will take you through to a web page that has resources on, oh my gosh, so much, ways to donate, petitions that you can sign. They even have information about protests. People are interested in that and ways to stay safe or ways to even help people who might be injured or going out and protesting. There's also information about the Black Lives Matter movement and how to create actual change in the country. There's information about all of the Black lives that have been taken and families that need help or communities that need help. So that link is probably going to be your best bet. It even has international links as well if you're outside of the U.S.
Okay, very cool. I like that. And so, yeah, and folks need to go on there and read about it. Gosh, if you only went on there and read about how to protest safely, the last thing you want to do is have a problem. I know in Pinellas County, Florida, they actually arrested a bunch of folks and just kept them overnight. I mean, no charges, no whatever. It's just bizarre to me, you know. And so just very, really just crazy. Weird, you know, just kind of weird. So,
it makes a lot of
you know, my perspective too, by the way, is I don't, you know, I'm not sitting here going white, black, purple, whatever, but it's like any policeman that, you know, if he were Martian or Asian or who cares what, it's got his knee on somebody's neck and they're purple or white or Chinese or I don't know what, it's like, it's just no reason for all that, you know, it's just cringe-worthy stuff. So I certainly have compassion for and understand why folks are upset and protesting and everything else. So, and you know, they got to really get out there, and get out there and vote too. It's the biggest way to
voting is
create
important.
some profound
being
change.
Able to use your voice in any way. It doesn't matter. Just being able to use your voice in any way to spread knowledge and awareness. Well
said. So so I appreciate you bringing it out there and spreading the word, honey, and that's all good because the only way we will get change, you know, is to at least have a platform, a conversation about it and be rational and, you know, figure out, gosh, we're all in this together regardless of your race, color, creed. You know, we're open to everybody and everything, that's for sure, and that's what this show is all about. So, but we'll grab some callers. I sure am thrilled you're here. You always you bring it, and you're short and concise and fast and accurate.
Thank
and
you.
So, folks, if you want a private reading, she is your go-to gal. I'm telling you right now, you'd get the biggest kick out of that. And we met a while ago. It was at a Sarasota event, I remember, and gosh, we had a little table or booth next to you, and I was so impressed you could just, you know, bring up things on your little computer in 2 seconds on astrology and just, you know, hit everybody right between the eyes on whatever's going on with them. And so that always was amazing to me because you're still a young little thing, and it's like you've been doing it 100 years, right? That must be how you feel because you're that fast. I love it.
I'm definitely an old soul when it comes to this.
You definitely are. Oh, honey, I'm telling you, you are. So, well, we're going to grab it today and see what we can stir up for folks and help them all we can. 925, you're our first caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
San Francisco.
Hey, San Francisco. How are you today?
Excellent. Thank you for taking my call.
You bet. What is your name, honey?
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. What's your name?
Kathy.
Kathy. Yeah. Did you have a question for Ayla?
I do, please. I'm interested in a romantic relationship.
Okay. Do you have a specific question that you want in regards to the relationship, or do you want to just see what kind of comes out?
Yes, all of the above.
Okay. All right, so I want you to just close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and really focus your energy on your question. Okay, perfect. So let's see what came out. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Three of Wands. Right now you might have kind of a lot on your plate, or you're kind of decompressing from having a lot on your plate. I feel like there were a lot of major decisions that you needed to make recently, or you're needing to make a lot of big decisions, and you might be feeling some issues with confidence right now as well. Like maybe there's just a lot on your shoulders. You might not be seen right now for all that you're doing or the workload that you're taking on. In regards to love, the way that this is affecting even your ability to connect to the vibration of love is you need to be willing to dive deeper into yourself and set a little bit more boundaries with other people. There's some sort of like mental situation going on. You might have something on your mind right now. There's internal miscommunication. So I would say there's, even with this Five of Cups, there might even be hurt attached to this love interest or potential love interest, or there's hurt inside of you. So a lot of healing and really deep conversations need to take place, or you could be having them, and this could be that kind of connection, which is allowing you to open yourself up in a very deep way. Does that make sense?
Okay. Sounds good, Ayla. I appreciate you very much. I'm an empath, and so you're probably picking up a lot of that energy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's probably what it is. So make sure you're also really cleansing yourself, especially right now with the current astrology that's going on and the energy in the world. I would take Epsom salt baths if I was you. If you're a really sensitive empath, sprinkle some lavender or some herbs in there, and let your body just decompress for like 20 minutes, because it'll probably help with any sort of miscommunication or block in your throat chakra that you might be feeling.
Excellent. Sounds good. Jimmy, do you have any thoughts for me?
What was that, honey?
I said, do you have any thoughts?
Oh, thoughts on all that? Yeah, I mean, as soon as we get out of, obviously San Francisco is still somewhat shut down-ish, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell all the beautiful women, you know, you got to get out there and really, you know, get in the mix. So if your girlfriends invite you to some barbecue or 4th of July thing, even if you don't want to go, you got to go, because you're just, Ayla would tell you, too, my experience has been everything's 5 jumps away. It's almost like astral weird jumps. And so you might not want to go to some party, but you go, and then your friend introduces you to her friend whose cousin's in from Chicago, but then he's, you know, you're excited about him and you realize he's from Chicago, and then he goes, but I'm moving to San Francisco, and you're like, oh, yes, you know. It's exciting and funny. And so that's the kind of thing I think that Spirit drums up for us, and so it's pretty amazing. So you just got to really stay out there. I'm fine with the computer dating and all that, too. Do the apps, do the whatever. You know, you about, in this day and age, you about need volume, and I'm not even kidding. So you want to meet a bunch of different people and sort out what's out there, what will work for you and what won't. You may want to get with Ayla on a private reading, of course, for somebody that you're going to want to match with astrologically as well. So, make sense?
It does, and I love and appreciate you guys.
Oh, you bet. Well, we're glad you called in today, honey. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you.
You bet. Awesome. Enjoy. 941's our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Sarasota.
Hey,
Florida.
How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Good. Melissa.
Melissa, did you have a question for Ayla?
Just whatever jumps out of the deck would be great. Thanks, Ayla.
Okay.
I miss you and I love you.
I miss you and I love you, too. I thought that was you when I heard your voice. I was like, no.
Yeah, it is me. It is me.
That's sweet.
For anyone that is curious, Melissa kind of helped teach me all I know, and we were fast friends at an old job.
Yes. I'm still very connected. I have goosebumps right now.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this. Yes.
I feel like I had a dream about you the other night. You had a message for me or something.
Oh, probably.
Let's see what comes out for you. Oh, I love this for you. Okay. So there's a lot of breaking free for you. That's the theme for you right now. You are breaking free and diving deeper. You also are having a focus on like finances and stability and material reality. That's starting to really build up for you. 3 key points is don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need help or if you need guidance or if you need to learn something or if you need to understand something through a different perspective, connect to people, reach out to people, kind of like how you're on the call today. And then, literally. And then also make sure that you are really communicating effectively. There's some sort of message that you have that you can use to specifically help a situation. So really connect to that communication and make sure that you are communicating effectively when you speak, that you are channeling whatever this energy is and you're getting it out, because there's some sort of energy release that you need to have that you haven't had yet. Any questions?
Ooh. No, that's exciting. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you, Ayla.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad that you called.
Yes, let's get together soon. Give me a shout. Thank you, guys.
Definitely.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show, honey. We appreciate it. Gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's awesome. She's part of our network, so that's awesome. 617 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Jimmy. This is Joy. I'm calling from Massachusetts. How you doing?
Hey, Joanne. How are you today?
It's Joy, but I'm doing good.
Joy, how are you?
It's
We're glad you're here. Oh, good. Did you have a question for Ayla?
Yes, I did. So, Ayla, in regards to relationships, love life, I have one, would love to know.
All right. Close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths for me. Okay, perfect. Okay, so these cards, I feel like you still have a lot to heal from a past relationship that was very unhealthy, like very damaging to your confidence, to your ability to really shine and be yourself. There's some sort of relationship, it may not even be a romantic relationship, but it could be, but some sort of relationship or memory from something from the past is kind of holding you back right now. So the best thing for you right now is going to be to just take this deep breath and realize that you have permission to be who you are right now, and discover who you are as well. Like really explore who you are, and it's through exploring who you are that you're going to find this connection. Or if you already have a connection, continue to explore who you are, but don't get lost in the connection. Make sure that you realize that you are your own person. You are whole and complete, totally by yourself, and you don't actually need another person to be whole and complete. But yeah, so do you have any questions based off of that?
No, I keep doing the work. I do have a question for Jimmy in regards to feeling worthy.
Oh, feeling worthy. Okay, yeah, I love receiving, deserving, and worthiness. So let's give it to you and everybody that's listening today. How about that? You want to stand up?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's just drop into, I'm open to receiving all the best life has to offer, and see if you go forward, back, or in between.
Back.
Yeah, so we'll change that to yes for you and everyone that ever hears the sound of my voice, open to receiving all the best life has to offer. And it'll pull you forward when it comes in, and it'll pull, and bring you back to neutral once it's done. Feel that release.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. There you go. Mm-hmm. And then I would do, I'm deserving of all the best life has to offer.
I went back.
See if that's forward. Yeah. So we'll change that to a yes as well. It's very common that people don't have these. So we're changing it for you now. It'll pull you forward when it comes in. A lot of people have receiving, deserving, and then not have worthy. So we'll do that one next.
I'm back to neutral.
Outstanding. And the final one is worthy. I'm worthy of all the best life has to offer.
I'm back.
Yeah. So we'll change that as well. I'm going to pull you forward when it comes in. I can feel it going now, so it should be good. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hug those. They can only help, that's for sure. And we'll see what happens next. So get out there in the mix, that's for sure.
Yes, and thank you both. That was really good. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Oh, we're glad you're listening to the show. Thanks for calling in, honey. Appreciate it. 415 is our next caller. Bye for now. 415, you're on live.
Hi there. It's Kim in San Francisco.
Hi. You said you're from where, honey? It was muffled.
Sorry, it's Kim in San Francisco.
Kim in San Francisco. There you go. How are you today, honey? You doing okay?
I'm doing okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
Good. You bet. Do you have a question for Ayla?
I think that maybe I'd love just like a general reading. I don't know that I have a specific question. I feel like I have lots in my mind.
All right, let's see what comes out for you.
Thank you.
All right, so the first card is the Four of Wands reversed. So you're balancing a lot right now. There may be a lot of changes that are happening or changes that need to happen. And you could be left feeling like you don't have a lot of time for yourself or for the things that you want to do. Maybe you're in the process of making changes to start to go in the direction of learning something new or putting a hobby or a new direction first, and you're kind of figuring out, okay, how do I draw this boundary? How do I do this differently? But overall, I'd say just keep following your intuition. You're very, 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 very intuitive. And if you use your ability to clear your mind and connect and grounding is so important for you, you'll be able to discover that next step after that next step after that next step. But overall, these are great cards. There's a lot of releasing going on, a lot of emotions going on, a lot of change that's going to be happening for you, but it's all really good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to bring a lot of change in and having moments of feeling stagnant and then feeling like I'm holding myself back,
Oh, totally.
And, Jimmy, I'm definitely feeling like I'm fighting a little bit of depression, too. Do you think you can help with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, honey. Stand up. Yeah. Well, let me ask them. Yeah, I don't get that it's depression per se. You don't test for depression. You actually test stronger for situational depression. So in other words, if this wasn't going on right now, you wouldn't be depressed. Does that make sense?
Perfect
depression would be if you're in quarantine or isolation or not, you would still have the same, feelings. But this is situational, so we'll change that for you and everybody that's listening right now. It's going to pull you forward to a yes. If you have a pendulum, we can play with that, but if you want to stand up and rock it out.
I've got my pendulum.
Good. Okay, then check that too. Yeah, and just say watch this. We'll say I feel depressed. See if you get yes, no, or in between.
I feel depressed. I get a no.
Yeah, and here's situational depression. You'll see it go to yes.
Yeah, situational depression. I get a
no. So all I'm going to do is fish it all out for you, and now you're going to watch it jump back to no.
It's at no now.
There you go. Make sense?
Perfect.
So,
it does make sense.
Believe me, it's not you. It's not you. It's just what you're in.
Yeah.
The other thing, any chance you get to exercise would really help you too. Folks either test good for Kava or St. John's wort. You test really good for St. John's wort. You don't test for GABA, 5-HTP kind of thing, THP, whatever. You test really good for St. John's wort. So even in tea or anything like that, if you're not on any other psychotropics at all, then that's the way to go for you. Makes sense?
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I feel like I need just a little support of some kind.
Yeah. 100%. That's why we're here. It's what we do. Yeah. We appreciate you calling in, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Love to both of you.
You bet. Okay. Bye for now. All right. 941. You're on next. Hi. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Marcia, Sarasota.
Hey, Marcia, how are you? What's going on?
Hi, Ayla. I love you.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I miss you so much.
I love you.
This is like my grandma, but not.
Aw, that's sweet.
Oh, she's helped me so much. I can't even tell everybody. Just a blessing.
Right?
Oh, I love you so much.
Ayla, what you
I don't
got?
doubt it.
What was
Whatever
that?
cards, whatever you tell me, I'm in.
Okay, let me see what comes out for you. Ooh, a lot of change for you too, actually. But this is going in the direction that you choose it to go in. Whereas in the last reading, it was more of an intuitive thing. This, for you, you have to make a decision. Two of Swords. You have a decision that you need to make. And this decision that you need to make, depending on what choice you make, it will take you in opposite directions. So be very aware of the choice that you're going to make, because what might appear to be like scary and new is actually the right direction to go in. You want to be able to challenge yourself right now, because whatever the situation is that you're currently in, whatever you might be thinking of continuing, you have the Ten of Cups reversed. So the relationship, the energy, the emotions, the aura and the vibration, the frequency of where you're at currently, if you choose to stay in it, it's going to bring down your vibration. So I just see you moving like onwards and upwards, the world. So being able to move forward to creating literally the world that you want to create. This is all awesome. So don't be afraid to take that leap. Don't be afraid to take that chance.
Okay.
She's like, all right.
All right. I will keep my eyes
love it.
open. I know, don't you love her? I love you, sweetie.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I do. Yeah, she's awesome. Believe me. Yeah.
I know.
You got anything going on physically we can help you with, honey, or work on for you?
I just actually, Ayla, and thank you so much, Jimmy. I just had a hip replacement. It's 7 weeks
ago. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that going?
You know, there was a big pandemic, and I thought now's a good time.
Right.
I'm doing really well. It's 7 weeks.
Oh, good.
Tomorrow. And,
okay. Well, here's something you hadn't thought of. So stand up. You can watch this. Okay.
Okay.
So stand up, face due north. Going to pull you forward for yes, push you backwards for no. Start with my name is Marcia. Should pull you forward.
My name is Marcia, yes.
And if you say my name's Nemo the fish, it'll pull you back.
My name is Nemo the fish, yeah.
Excellent. So here's something we're going to do, and this is what I do for all the folks that had any kind of little transplant done or, replacement done. And the first statement you're going to make is, this body has accepted all of the hip formats and hardware.
This body has accepted all the hip
formats of the installation
formats
and hardware.
And hardware.
And see if you go forward, back, or in between.
I'm going forward.
Okay, so we're going to leave that, and then we're going to flip it around and say, this implant and all hardware has accepted this body.
This implant and all hardware has accepted this body. Wow. Thank you.
Yep. Forward, back, or in between.
Forward.
Forward. Fabulous. You're doing good then. Most people don't have that. It's really usually messed up one way or the other, but you have what my mother calls clean living, so I think you're doing good. And stick with that rehab for as long as they make you do it. I've had clients through the decades that didn't finish their whole rehab and they could barely walk. It's horrible. So definitely stick with all that too. Make sense?
Okay. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Gosh, we're glad you called in. Thanks for listening today.
too. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.
You as well. You bet.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now. You bet. 562 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, wow. I'm trying to get out of loudspeaker. Thanks for taking my call and for being here for everyone. This is Patty. I'm calling from California.
Hey, Patty. How are you? You have a question for Ayla, honey?
Thank you. Thank you, Ayla. I was wondering if you got any, I guess, anything from me, and I'll take anything.
Okay. I want you to close your eyes and just take a deep breath. Okay, perfect. Oh, I see you moving on from like a lot of pain. There was something that happened recently in your life that kind of maybe shook you to the core a little bit, but you are healing so much and moving on from so much. There's some sort of situation that might just weigh heavy on your heart, but you're finally starting to come out of it. And if you don't believe that, believe it, because the more that you focus on the positive, the more you're going to be able to align yourself, your vibration with that positive, even if it feels foreign at first. There's a lot of need to be able to calm your mind down as well, so maybe try to get into more meditation or mindful movement through yoga, even just like walking outside barefoot, finding ways to ground yourself right now, finding ways to open yourself up. You are extremely psychic and very, very empathic. So pay attention to the energies that you find yourself around. And if you feel weird during the day, like you're picking up on something, ask yourself, is this my emotion or is this someone else's? Am I feeling someone else's energy? And make sure that you're cleansing yourself from it, because I see you kind of as like this sponge, and you've just taken on too much, and now you're finding ways to let go of a lot. This is a cleansing and like purging period of your life for you. So allow yourself to have that time to cleanse and purge before you take your next step forward. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're right on everything you said. The only thing I would like a question on is because you are the second person who says I am psychic, and the truth is I don't see it. I don't.
Yeah.
So is there something I can do to develop my psychic abilities, or is it just going to happen on its own and I just don't have to worry about it? Or
I actually had this exact conversation last night with someone, and I told him the best way to become psychic is to start meditating. Because before you can even, at least for me, this is my own personal experience, before you can even dream about being able to make wild predictions and suddenly just magically be psychic, if you're trying to learn how to open yourself up to energies, you need to learn how to ground yourself and how to clear your mind so you can differentiate between what you're feeling, your life, your emotions, your path, and someone else's. So start with meditation, and then just with someone that you love, a loved one, a friend, someone close to you, see if you can do empathetic exercises. So seeing if they can focus on a specific emotion without showing it on their face, and seeing if you can pick up on that emotion that they're trying to emulate. So someone could sit across from you and feel anger but not show it on their face. Just try to feel it energetically, and then you can try to pick up on if they're trying to feel happy, angry, or sad. So start there and work your way forward.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you both. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Ayla. God bless you.
You bet. You as well. Thank you. And we're already halfway through Ayla Flies. Tell folks how to get a hold of you for an off-the-air reading, honey.
Okay, so the best way to reach me is through my Facebook at Harmonic Perspective, HARMONIC PERSPECTIVE. And then my phone number is 941-685-1706. And I also wanted to do a quick shout-out just to go with the trends of the protests and the Black Lives Matter movement. A shout-out to my favorite, I don't know him personally, but my favorite spiritual guide that is a part of the Black community. His name is Ralph Smart, and you can find him on YouTube at Infinite Waters. He is awesome.
That's great. All right, honey. Fantastic. 314 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Jimmy. It's Georgia in Arizona.
Hey, Georgia. the state of Georgia from Arizona. How are you? We're doing good. Do you have a question for Ayla?
Just if she picks up anything on what it is I'm supposed to be looking for work.
Okay. Close your eyes and take a deep breath for me. See what falls out. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I see a really big change. Change seems to be the theme for today, but a really big change for you as well with work. So you could have just previously lost your job or left your job or had some sort of very significant situation surrounding that job. Okay, so just lost your job. Because you have the Tower card and the Strength reversed, and you have the Page of Cups reversed. So right now you are kind of feeling a little emotionally vulnerable in regards to stability. So the best thing for you to do right now is this Three of Wands. Ask yourself, what do you want? So instead of putting out this vibration, right, because everything is energy, instead of putting out this vibration saying, oh, I need to find a job, I really want to have something that, like, works for me and my schedule, instead of having this almost like urgency in your energy, try to find ways to ground yourself and tell the universe, this is what I'm going to manifest for myself. This is the direction that I'm going to go in with my life. And then take chances on things as well. This is you have multiple major arcana cards. You have the Lovers, you have the Hermit, you have Strength, and you have the Tower. As trying as this time might be, this is your come up. This is you rising. This is you starting a totally new book, not even a new chapter. And you don't even know, like, how far you're going to go yet. This is so positive. So just really focus on grounding yourself and your ability to, like, work with the law of attraction or something like that, because something's coming for you, but the universe is kind of making you work for it. They're challenging you spiritually now. They're asking you to step up. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. I've been earthing, and, yep, totally makes sense.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you so much. Jimmy, if you see anything in the way, go ahead and clear it if you don't mind.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, I think she pretty well nailed it. I think that's, you just got to keep out there in the mix. Yep. Keep us posted. All right, honey. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Love you.
Enjoy
guys.
the day. Love you, too. Bye for now. 860 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi. This is Nancy from Connecticut.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on?
My question is in regards to work. I was on furlough and got a call at the end of May and had the option to come back. And I said yes. I didn't feel like, if we had concerns, we could turn it down. But I felt like it was time to get back to work. And since I've been back, it's not quite well. Actually, I was planning to just state a quick question without explaining. I guess.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah.
What's your real question?
Yeah.
You're walking around the lake.
My question is, should I go back on furlough?
Okay. Let's see. Take a deep breath for me and try to focus all your energy as calmly as possible. Okay. So you have a lot of the cards that came up were indecisive. I think that a big part of that is because you yourself feel so at ends. Like, I'm looking at this card right now, this Two of Swords reversed. This is basically just like you might not even know what you want at this point or what is good for you. So the reason that the universe is challenging you in this way, it's not just challenging you to make a decision. When you find yourself at ends with a decision, it's also challenging you to understand why you feel at ends about a decision. So asking yourself, why do you feel indecisive about going back on furlough? What comes up for you emotionally, energetically, physically. There's more attached to this whole complicated situation than you might even be aware of. Or maybe you are aware of it, and that's part of the reason why it's so draining to your energy. If I was you, I would go in the direction of anything that doesn't take your energy away from you. Go in the direction, even if you feel like you're going backwards, even if you feel like you're making the wrong decision, go towards what gives you joy. Go towards what gives you that feeling of connection with your life, what feels right for you. There's a theme today with changes and building up confidence that I think everyone should pay attention to, being able to accept change gracefully and being able to build your confidence up and give yourself confidence when you feel like you might not even deserve it, being able to forgive yourself if you've made wrong decisions in the past. These are all themes for everyone, I think especially you right now. So take it one step at a time and explore your path. Explore what is right for you. There's not a definite answer that I can tell you is 100% right or wrong. This is about more than just making this decision. This is you finally opening your life up for yourself as well. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, those are the guidance that I've been getting is that it's hard for me to make the choice that's best for me because I don't want to let other people down.
Exactly.
But I'm being faced with some, there's safety measures in place that aren't being held by both employees and clients. And I hadn't had any, I've been pretty stable on the, not being fearful of COVID and been pretty balanced with that throughout the experience. But being in the situation I am of in an immensely large workplace and the situations that coming in close contact, I'm just not. The energy is draining, and that's what I've been picking up on is that I like to be balanced and loving and kind, and I'm still loving and kind, but I'm faced with a lot of frustration, and it doesn't feel good to be knocked off balance.
Well, it sounds like you know which decision you want to make. You just actually have to listen to yourself in a different way. Like when you explained all of that just now, talk to yourself that way and then give yourself advice like you would give a friend. You know what I mean? Like hearing you talk about that, it sounds like it's just draining your energy. So go in the opposite direction of that because you don't want to give from an empty glass because then at the end of the day, you're going to hit burnout. You're going to give yourself physical problems, and you don't deserve that. You deserve better than that.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling in.
You're welcome. All right, thank you for the show. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you. All right. 828 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello. 828, you're on live. I think that's a North Carolina number, actually.
Oh, hi! Okay. Oh, thanks for picking me.
You bet. So how are you, honey? What's going on?
Oh, thank you so much. I will. Do you have anything for me? Any good news? Anything you wanted to wrap me? I would.
You're asking Ayla. Go for it.
Yes. And listen, all Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. God bless you for.
And it's Mimi out of North Carolina, by the way.
I want to take this opportunity to be able to kind of not try to change your mind, but to help you understand in like a more open way why people say Black Lives Matter. It's because think of like if your house was burning down, right? And everyone else's house was fine. And someone goes, oh, my God, this house is burning down. This house is burning down. George Floyd, the person who was murdered, the person who was killed, this house is burning down. George's house is burning down. And then someone walks out and goes, well, all houses matter. My house has a problem with the sink right now. There's a different level in urgency. So I implore you in the most loving and open way to open your heart to the Black Lives Matter movement and realize that when you're saying Black Lives Matter, you're not saying no one else's life matters. You are saying all lives matter when you're saying Black Lives Matter. So that's my piece on that. When it comes
cool.
to...
I get it. And you're right. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. When it comes to what's coming for you and, like, coming into your life, these are really positive cards. You might be thinking of trying to change your job, or you might just be feeling like you need this new direction or, like, this change that needs to be coming. Again, change is this theme. You have this 8 of Pentacles reversed. Something hasn't been working in your life, so you're like, okay, I need this new energy to come in. 9 of Swords. You might be feeling like you can't go quite in the direction that you want to, or maybe you don't know the direction that you want to go in right now, but you have 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is a really good card. So you're set in terms of, like, material things like finances, stability, home. You're going to be set with all of that. The biggest thing that the cards want you to pay attention to is how is your relationship with others? What is the give-take? Are you mothering people a lot? Queen of Pentacles. Are you finding yourself exhausting your energy because you're maybe giving something that isn't giving back to you? A lot of your cards are about relationships, and not just romantic, but like all kinds of interpersonal relationships. So just pay attention to who drains your energy and who gives you energy, what takes away from you and what gives back to you.
Right. Awesome. You're right. you hit the nail on the right on the head. Wow, you're right on.
Awesome.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. God.
Thanks for calling in, honey. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
You bet.
Thank you, Jimmy. Bye-bye, sir.
You bet. Thanks for listening to the show. 775, you're next.
Hey, Linnell from Tahoe. How are you guys doing today?
Hi.
Good. Who is it from where?
Linnell from Tahoe.
Oh, Linnell. Okay. How are you?
Good. I thought I was going to miss the show. I just ran into somebody and we ended up talking, and I was like, I have to go. My show's off.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah. I thought Joanne was going to be on, but maybe Joanne's going to be on Carolyn's show. So I was.
She's on the first week of the month. Yeah, this is Ayla, and she's really, 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 really good. So I have a question. Ask her now.
Her voice energy is just wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, I'm just actually last night we started working on astral spirit. Anybody have any?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I have a little. I guess mine's banged up a little bit.
I feel like you have a lot of loving energy around you right now. Just to throw that out there. I don't know if you are close with or were close with anyone who has previously passed on, but I feel like a very, very loving energy surrounding you right now, and someone wanting you to know that, like, they're there for you. That just, like, totally overtook me, but sorry. Not to interrupt you.
That's wonderful. My grandmother passed away in November. She was 102. So.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, remarkable life. And she was thankful for every day. I got goosebumps all over. So I'm pretty sure that's her.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Coming in to say hi. Well, great show, you guys. You can go to the next call if you want. I just want to call and say hi.
Oh, okay.
Well,
we're glad you called in.
Okay, great.
Yeah. You too. Thanks for calling. Love that. It cracks me up. It's all good. All right, that was 775. We'll see who's next here and what's going on. All right. 503, you're on live. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, it's Bruce in Portland.
Hey, Bruce in Portland. Do you have a question for Ayla?
I do. So I'm just frustrated that one effect I'm going into during this situation we're all in is I'm not getting any progress on bad habits. I'm just I'm just wallowing in them, and I'm just frustrated with myself.
Okay. So I want you to take a really, really deep breath, hold it for like 3 seconds, and then let it out slowly. Awesome. Okay, so before I even look at the cards, like I have to tell you, you have given me goosebumps because I feel so much love in your heart. I feel like I don't even need to look at the cards, like this is a channeled message, because I think you need to cleanse and you need to release a lot from your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is overwhelmed, right? When our heart chakra gets too big, we can actually get depression, and we can find it hard to do things because our heart chakra is like this weight in the middle of our chest, right? Because when you're reaching out, you're feeling so much pain in the world and so much chaos in the world around you. You start to take it in like a sponge. I said that earlier, someone was taking in energy like a sponge. And you are kind of taking on energies that you don't need to take on. You can make a difference without weighing yourself down. That's the most important part. So when it comes to like wallowing or getting stuck in bad habits, you have a choice to make. And it can sometimes be hard to hear this, but you have a choice to make. You can either continue with your day-to-day life, or you can try to make one small change just for the day. That's what you tell yourself every day. Say, just for today. I learned this when I was getting my Reiki training. Just for today, I'm not going to be angry. Just for today, I'm going to figure out ways to be happy. Just for today, I'm going to focus on healing. Don't worry about the next day or the day after that. Just for today. Start by waking up and telling yourself that every morning, reminding yourself it throughout the day. And any time that you start to feel really held down, go outside and get fresh air. Force yourself to go outside, even if you feel like you can't. Queen of Pentacles, go outside and connect with nature. There are small little changes that you can make to help create bigger change in your life, so you can even help create change in the world. I feel a really solid, grounded, strong energy coming from you, but also this wateriness, this very strong water energy that can get overwhelmed easily or get taken over by energy very, very easily. So again, make sure you're cleansing yourself. Make sure you're cleansing your space. Pay attention to how much energy you give to other people. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Don't loan people energy, time, money, unless you know for a fact that they're not going to be forcing that attention out of you or forcing your hand, because I feel like you are at a vibrational low, so you want to start doing anything that's going to raise your vibration. Eat lots of fruit. Go out in the sunshine. Get lots of fresh air. It's kind of like when your AC filter is like a month old and it's got like, maybe you have animals, so it's got like pet hair in it, but let's say you don't have enough money right now to get a new filter. You still feel super burned out. You don't feel like you could go and create massive change immediately. I want you to just try to metaphorically take that filter out and just hose it down, wash it off. So take it one step at a time. You don't have to create massive change by tomorrow or by a week or by a month or even by a year, but just go slowly. And again, this is like a message for everybody, going slowly in a time where there's energy overload, doing anything that raises your vibration. It's not bad to be happy right now, even with so much going on in the world. We want to bring that happy vibration. We want to bring that loving vibration because it's going to actually help the collective consciousness heal as a whole. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, it's just been challenging because it's been raining every day for like 8 days, and I'm just like the pinball bouncing off the walls, and so it's hard to get that fresh air and flowers component.
So maybe you need the rain. I had this conversation with a friend the other day. She said, I hate it when it rains because it just always makes me depressed. And I felt that way for a really long time until I started going out in the rain. So obviously make sure that you're safe, that there's no like lightning risk or anything. But when it's kind of lightly raining, go out and spend time with the rain. This is a part of our world. This is a part of the nature that we're inherently connected to. So if there's something in the rain's vibration that is making you more depressed, maybe the rain is trying to help you heal it. Ask the rain for, I kind of sound crazy now, but, roll with it. Ask the rain for guidance and ask the rain what it can teach you. What emotion is it trying to bring out? Do you need to cry? I mean, I literally sat in the rain the other day and allowed my body to just release and to cry. There's nothing wrong with that. We're taught to disconnect ourselves so much from the natural world. Maybe that's what can actually help. So give it a try, and hopefully it'll create some change for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you calling in.
Good.
You bet. Thanks for listening to the show. Ayla, gosh, it's flown by, hadn't it?
I know. I feel like it's always 5 seconds.
It's like you and me for 5 or 10 minutes before you know it, it's gone. Mm-hmm. I love it. So funny.
Exactly.
Hey, tell folks how to get a hold of you. First off, thank you very much for being on the show today. You always bring it. We always have fun, and so that's what I'm all about, having more fun for me and everybody else. So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
Tell folks how to get a hold of you, private reading, the email, the phone number, the best website, all of it.
Yeah, so private reading, you can contact me through my phone number, which is 941-685-1706. You can text me or call me. You can reach me through email, ayla.psychic@gmail.com, ayla.psychic@gmail.com. And then you can also find me on Facebook at Harmonic Perspective. You can find the link for Black Lives Matter donations and petitions on my Facebook. And then I also wanted to just put out some healing energy and kind of say a mini prayer specifically for the George Floyd family and for Breonna Taylor's family and for all of the lives that are at risk now, the Black community that's listening to this show right now. I'm praying for you. I'm sending that love, and I stand in solidarity with you. And I stand in solidarity with the protesters and everyone who's in danger right now with all of the chaos. I think we're going to get through all of this. Love and connection and oneness, that's the direction we're headed in. So I hope everyone can get through this difficult period together. Reach out. Find people that can support you. Find people that can listen to you. Find your community. Yeah.
Love it. Well said. Appreciate it, honey. Thank you so much. Join us again soon. You bet. Hey, folks, that's our show for this week. We're so glad that you joined us, and you can always listen to the replay of this show at the JimmyMackHealingShow.com. Also, you can sign up for the newsletter as well. Visit JimmyMackHealing.com, and we're here to help you and promote you and heal you and give you wild messages from Spirit. So thank you to everybody that joined us here today, and be sure and join us next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, Jimmy Mack Healing Show. Wishing everybody the rest of your life will be the best of your life, and remember to make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Jimmy Mack is a renowned medical, intuitive, and spiritual life coach who, after a near-death experience, was divinely shown a simpler way to create healing and profound changes, now known as My Liquid Fish, Change Made Simple, host of talk radio show called The Jimmy Mack Healing Show. Jimmy works worldwide with clients in person, on the phone, and over Skype, accessing energetic powers and co-creating changes that you actually feel. Visit www.jimmymackhealing.com.
Become a Goldilocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldilocks Productions VIP community today.